quick comparison between Monero and Zcash numbers. So Monero rose up really quickly before mid 2021, and it went all the way to, what was it? It was just over $480. And from there, it's mostly held steady. There hasn't been too much movement, really staying in the mid low 200s to 300s. And so we've had that big jump up to 480, then a sharp drop off, and from there, it's held fairly steady. Now, when we compare that to Zcash, we can see that same spike up, and Zcash hit, what was it? Near, it was around 350, a little probably above 350, and then a sharp decline, and it's held fairly steady as well, a slightly more movement, but recently there's been an uptick, and if we look back at Monero, no uptick. So I wanted to do a relative comparison on the numbers between Zcash and Monero. So this first chart, we can see Monero's price relative to Zcash. And Monero started out in a dominant position. So Monero was at one time just over 2.5 times the price of Zcash. And then we can see here it's stayed at about 1.5, but remaining dominant. And then not too long ago, just a few months ago, it was almost back to over 2.5 times, or just under 2.5 times the price of Zcash. But now we've seen that completely flip, where Zcash is actually valued at a multiple of Monero. It's just over one. That's a sharp contrast to where it was before. So Zcash is in the dominant position now. It's no longer Monero. And then this next chart looks at volume, which is very telling. Again, if the price is, it's going to, it's similar to the price in that Zcash or Monero starts off very dominant. So there was as much as 5 times the trading volume of Monero to Zcash, and then it's usually stayed. Early on it stayed mostly. It was definitely Monero with all the trading volume, and then now we get to here, and so it's Zcash has had most of the volume, which makes sense because it's had most of the price movement. Monero has stayed fairly consistent, but now we're seeing extremely low numbers, and I think it says I have to go look this up to see. I'm going to move the charts here to see what this number is at. The trading volume is now at it's hit a tenth of it of a it's hit a tenth of the trading volume. So right now, Zcash has about 10 times the trading volume that Monero does. And so that just goes to show you how much trading volume, how much the markets are swinging towards Zcash. Doesn't necessarily mean Zcash is going to go up. There could be a lot of trading volume. It could be movement, where people are just moving it around for, to get the increase and then dumping it because they think that Zcash is going to have more. It's more volatile. It's going to be more movement. There's going to be more potential gains, but that just goes to show you that Monero, the action has all the way shifted from, at one point Monero was in dominant position, and now it's Zcash.